ladies, and welcome back to my channel, What I Wear Now, My Life After My Double Mastectomy. I wanted to stand up and show you my blouse, but I'm going to be sitting for the most of this video. It is a fever blouse. I got it on ThredUp. It's just a beautiful plain black off the shoulder, very flowy, very comfortable. It's got these beautiful bell sleeves, which I'm just living for these days. And I am wearing with it a little peacock necklace, which is a Betsy Johnson. I've been wanting to wear this necklace for quite a while. I got it, gosh, before Christmas, and I sort of pictured it being more of a winter kind of necklace, but yeah, I'm going to wear it today. And is it too much for what I'm going to be doing this afternoon? Yeah. Do I care? No. And I'm also just wearing a pair of denim capris. I believe they are Not Your Daughter's jeans. And that's my outfit. Today, I'm going to be discussing something with you. I've showed you the posture corrector. I've showed you the vibration plate that have helped me through some of my side effects with my letrozole, and I am just going to go through, as a girlfriend would, girlfriend to girlfriend, what I have found that has helped with some of my side effects. Now, I'm on letrozole, and I was also on anastrozole, and the side effects are pretty similar. I can't talk about any of the other cancer drugs that you might be taking because I simply have not had to take those. So this is, but some of your symptoms, some of your side effects may be the same, so these may help you also. Anyway, on to the favorite things, or not, it's not even a favorite thing, it's just something that's helped. Now, keep in mind, I am not sponsored by anybody. I pay for everything with my own money. I do not get paid for anything. These are actually I'm your neighbor, and I'm telling you what has worked for me, okay? I don't want anybody to think that I'm talking about these things simply because I've been paid for it. I have not been paid a dime. Listen, sponsors don't know me from Adam. I do not get paid for these videos. I enjoy doing them. I believe that we need to help each other through this, and that is what I do, and I love doing it. So these are my honest reviews of these products. I just wanted to make that clear in case anybody had any doubts that maybe somebody slipped me a little something to tell you, excuse me, that this was good. Not the case. I bought all of these with my own money, and I have wasted a tremendous amount of money on other products until I found these, and that's why I wanted to share them with you, maybe to save yourself a couple of dollars here and there, and maybe find some relief from these crazy side effects that I personally am going through on letrozole. Okay, the very first, no, not the very first item. The last video I did, I was wearing that really cute aqua and white top that the tag had fallen off, and I was afraid that one of my dogs had gotten to it. Well, they did. I found it, but they had torn it apart. But I could read it, and the name of that blouse, which I did get, I believe I got that at one at Goodwill. That is a Rafaella top, R-A-F-A-E-L-L-A, and it still is one of my favorites, my absolute favorites. And that's why I took the tag out of it. If I think that I am going to be selling something back to ThredUp or a place like that, then I don't take the tags out and I just suffer with the scratching. But if I fall in love with something, those tags are coming right out because it's mine until it's wore out. Another thing I wanted to jump into before I get into the products is I have been asked several times, whether it be in group, direct messaging, on Instagram, or on, I believe somebody has commented on one of my videos, that why don't I just go to a tailor to get things altered? Oh, great question. I don't know where you live, but tailors here where I live in Arizona are pricey, and well, they should be. They've got a skill and, you know, something that we all need. Well, it is not cost effective for me to go to a tailor on something that I have spent $2 or $3 on, getting it at Goodwill on Senior Day. It's really not cost effective for me to go spend $40 to $50 to get that blouse altered. It's just not. And once it's altered, I then again can't turn around next year when I'm tired of it or it's not my favorite. I can't sell that on ThreadUp, or I'm not even sure about Poshmark. I'm just scratching the surface of Poshmark. I find this site hard to navigate for some reason, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. So altering or tailoring items of clothing, just really because I'm a thrifter, not cost effective at all when things are 10, 50 times more than what I bought it for. It's just not worth it. And there are so many beautiful things out there, and I love the thrill of the hunt, that I think if I absolutely fell in love with something, of course I'd have it tailored to fit. But there again, I have a hard time with weight fluctuation. I've been pretty steady though, which is lovely. Once I got switched over to letrozole and gained, yes, another solid 10 pounds within 2 weeks of taking the new medication, I've sort of leveled out. And P.S. Don't let anybody tell you that your medicine isn't causing your weight gain. Yeah. Okay, people need to stay in their lanes. Okay, on to the products. One of the very first things that my oncologist told me, my first oncologist told me when I went to his office for the very first time, he asked me what kind of deodorant I used. And at that point, since menopause and since my hot flashes have always been over the top extreme, I was using clinical strength Secret. And he said, okay, let's stop that right now and get a natural deodorant. And he recommended Native, excuse me, wow, Native and another one. I chose Native, and oh my gosh, their scents are just beautiful. I was so thrilled with it until it got hot here, and then I got really bad chemical burns because of the baking soda. And when I say bad, they were like, I thought I was going to have to go to the ER. They were so bad. So I immediately stopped. And then I went on their Sensitive, and I have been wearing their Sensitive now for 2.5 years. And it's lovely, the scents are beautiful, and it lasts for a while. But I found myself having to undress, wash, and reapply in the afternoons. And as much as I love the scents, and I knew that I couldn't go back to regular deodorant, that was just, wow, what a pain. And you've all seen it, I know if you're on YouTube. She's everywhere. I bought one. I bought a Lume. I said, what can it hurt? What can it hurt? Best thing ever. Those ads, they're not kidding. They're not kidding. Now, I bought the Clean Tangerine thinking I love citrus smells. I absolutely love citrus smells. The Clean Tangerine, I'm not going to lie, it smells like a bathroom cleaner. The good part is, once you put it on, within like 2 to 5 minutes, the smell is gone. Now that makes me a little sad. I like to smell like a girl. I like to smell like flowers and, you know, springtime and all that wonderful thing. I do not like to smell like food though, but the citrus I love. I'm not a vanilla, I'm not a chocolate, or I'm not a caramel kind of person, but the citrus I love. So don't worry. If you're thinking about it and you're thinking about maybe you don't like the scents, don't worry. It literally goes away within 5 minutes. And it works. No chemical burns, no odor. I wake up in the morning without body odor, and I'm sorry if that's TMI, but if any of you are going through what I go through, the hot flashes, the constant perspiring, and your deodorant fails you throughout the day, Lume works. Yes, Lume works. Crazy, I know. I thought it was kind of a gimmick. No, they're not mine. It works. Okay, that's for the smell. Now I have developed extremely, not only brittle fingernails, but extremely dry skin on letrozole. Excuse me. And I have gone through countless lotions, countless cracked heel creams to no avail. I was getting out of the shower and putting on Neutrogena's sesame oil on my legs to keep myself from scratching during the night to where they would bleed. And honestly, I just don't like the feel of the oil. There's something that just makes me think that I'm dirty again. It helped, but I just didn't enjoy it at all. I ended up dumping all of my sesame oil in the light sesame oil lotion, Neutrogena, and mixing that up and using that, and it just wasn't as effective. It's better than regular lotion, but it wasn't effective. Well, I came across this. It is Johnson's oil gel. Johnson's oil gel. I love it. It's not drippy, it's not greasy. It is oily. It's an oil gel, but it doesn't drip all over the place and make a mess and make you feel like you've got to clean your bathroom all over again. It works so well. It just stays where you put it. So if you're need some oil, if you're that dry like I am, but you're like me and you hate the mess, this really works. I really like this one. Speaking of cracked heels, we wear sandals here in the desert. We go barefoot in our homes. And that takes its toll on our heels. Now, I've always used heel creams at night and never had a problem. Well, I spent a small fortune trying to get this extremely dry skin working. Nothing would work. Nothing. Heels cracking so bad that you can actually, on a bad day, feel the skin pop when you take a step. Extremely dry, extremely painful. Aquaphor. The kind of stuff this is actually the tube that I got after my mastectomy for my scars, because it just takes a little bit. I don't know. Oh, I know exactly. I was in my cabinet in the bathroom looking for something else because the heel creams that I had just used forever weren't working. And this was backwards, and I noticed that it said cracked heels and feet. And I said, well, what have I got to lose? So what I did was I took an old pair of socks and I cut the toes out about halfway. So I just kind of have a heel sock. And I just really slather this on my heels at night, put those half socks in because I can't have a full pair of socks on. It's just too warm. And it worked. It worked. Within a couple of weeks, all of those fissures were gone. Now, are my heels beautiful like I just stepped out of a pedicure? No. But they're 1,000 times better than what they were before I started using this. And the last item that I have found works well, if you have joint pain like I do, nothing works. Aspirin doesn't work. THC doesn't work. CBD has never worked for me. I envy those people who could put CBD on and they say it's the best thing for aches and pains. Does not work for me, just makes me smell like hippie. Anyway, back to what I have found does work on a limited basis and helps me fall asleep. Now, is this going to keep you from waking up in the early morning hours with joint pain? No. But will it let you get some sleep for a little while? Absolutely. SalonPas. The little patches, I put those on my ankles and it helps. I can fall asleep without any pain, and I can only say good things about these, but they smell horrific. None of these things that I have told you about are the pretty smells of a girl like I like to, and that's kind of, it's sad, but everything that smells pretty just doesn't work. It's just not strong enough. I needed to bring out the big guns, and that's what I've done. And I hope some of these, one of these, any of these, all of these will help you at any point during this time for you to offer you just a little bit of comfort and ease from these crazy, crazy, crazy side effects from these drugs. I can't do anything about the weight gain. I haven't found anything to help me with that. It just happens. We just kind of have to live with it. And the fingernails, I have not been able to find it. I'm just cutting them short and keeping them polished as best I can. I have taken biotin, but I am on so many pills and I get so vitamin sick, and it doesn't matter if it's morning or night. I've tried both times. There's a point where you have to say, I have to cut back on some of this stuff, and I cut back on the hair and nail vitamin. I let go because it wasn't essential to my health. And maybe someday after the letrozole, I'll be able to get back on that. But as for right now, there are just some things that you just have to put a stop to. And I think, yeah, I've got through my whole list. That was kind of different, but honestly, ladies, I'm here to help. I'm here to pass along anything that has helped me. Please, if you have found something that has helped you, please, I encourage you, please, to put it in the comment section down below. That way we can all benefit from, your find, because that's what we're here for. We're here to help each other. And that'll do me for today. I almost went into another diatribe, but I'll stop right now. You've had enough. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Please hit the like button and the subscribe button so you get to see all these crazy videos that I put up. And have a beautiful afternoon, and we'll talk again soon. Thank you, ladies, for watching. Bye-bye.